Don't blink, it's why am I doing this? Is this like a cult or something? Don't blink, it's your blink. Welcome to another phenomenal video, or not phenomenal video. I don't know. It is currently 4:52 a.m. Yeah, I couldn't sleep. Might have been the coffee. There you go. Today, we're asking a question that have been asked way too often, or not often enough. And this is the question: Pepsi or Coke? My neighbor fucking hates me, so we have to go keep it on the down low, right? They hate me for the noise, but they love me for the determination. I hope. So when I was a kid, I was craving sugar a lot. ADHD kid, no sugar allowed. You're not able to take your sugar, but your body needs sugar to survive, right? And all my friends, they had those Twinkies, and I couldn't get it. So Young Adult Inc., which was an apartment, had his own money, had his own work, went crazy, and drank Pepsi and Cola for years and years and years and years. And then, never taking the accountability, never taking the actual thought process behind what I prefer. Because to me, they were both sugar. They were both something I wasn't allowed as a kid. But when you look at it, Pepsi and Coke. Now, why is this battle of the Titans so important? Well, ultimately, they're very similar. They're gasified, dark, liquid, sugary. Now, where it changes is the amount of sugar. Then you can tell me, well, they're both fucking crazy. Coca-Cola, only the Coca, right? Stands is a subproduct of another Coca thing. You watch Scarface? You know what I'm talking about. And Pepsi used to be a cleaning product. Yes. And now they're in the hold of 1,000 Canadian, 1,000 American, 1,000 Swedish people, I believe so, uh, all over the world. And we're gonna hear, oh, this is a Pepsi family. Oh, this is a Coca-Cola family. This is a Pepsi household. We don't know the House of Ink. Get 1.5 apartment, no bedroom. But what is it? Is it a Pepsi or a Coca-Cola? 1.5. I don't know. And this is today. This is what we find out. So, ladies and gents, and Mr. and Mrs. Cold, here's, without further ado, the taste test. So, price range, they're pretty similar. I believe Coca-Cola is more expensive, but both of these, I'm gonna tell you a secret. We're having party a lot because it's a holidays. It's the 21st of December. Uh, we're having these two a lot because we're partying at work, and it's either Pepsi or Coca-Cola. So those are both bottles from work, right? They're full. They're both taken from work. So this didn't cost shit. Price range, I would believe Coca-Cola is a bit more expensive. Now, design-wise, because design is also important, I'm gonna have to go with Pepsi. I think they put more effort into Coca-Cola. I don't think that they put more effort, but in the end, Pepsi has kept the exact same logo for so long. And Coca-Cola, I love you, but after 30 something years, if you can't figure out what your design should be, there's an issue. Now, the smell test sound. You tell me you don't love these? Because he would be lying. The smell test. You got the Pepsi? Smells sugary. Not a distinctive smell. A little bit of fuzz. Weirdly, the Pepsi had a little bit more fuzz. Can you see the fuzz here? Compared to the Coca-Cola, right? Fuzz, no fuzz. Why? I don't know. Coca-Cola? Okay, right away, it's very distinct. For smell test, I would say Coca-Cola is a better brand. Now, taste test. Too much fuzz to really be precise. More fuzz? What the fuck? Is this filled with fuzz? Sorry, guys. I think it's really solid. Why is it so fuzzy? I'm more tasting fuzz in Pepsi. I mean, this is quite good. This is absolutely phenomenal. You got the sugar. It's hard because we don't really know what's the ingredient of. I mean, it's weird because I don't want to be the fucking dummy who say it tastes like Pepsi and it tastes like Coca-Cola. Actually, more precise, but technically, it's gasified water and the syrup. The syrup. So if you go to McDonald's, if you go to Burger King, if you go to any fast food chain, you're gonna have a fountain drink, which is gonna be this, and gonna be the gasified water and the syrup. I used to work in W, not the flex, but the flex. Very sweet. It's a question of sweetness. So really a question of sweetness. I think for the question of sweetness, I'm gonna have to go with. Can I get a drum roll? A bongo roll. Why not? I'm gonna have to go with Coca-Cola. And the reason why I'm going with Coca-Cola is, although I think Pepsi is better tasting, Pepsi is more sugary. Ultimately, when you're drinking one of those, you're looking for sugar. The reason why we're going for Coca-Cola is because the sugar, the sweetness of the Pepsi, if I was to eat it with chips, if I was to eat it with a meal, I would only taste the sweetness of said drink and not the rest. Now, possibly a great thing, possibly an amazing thing, but ultimately, what I'm looking for, and I say ultimately very loosely, what I'm looking for here is more of a sub product. It's more of something to drink. If I'm eating a meal, I'm gonna have it. If I'm eating shit, if I'm eating, for example, I don't know, a mashed potato, basic mashed potato, no salt, nothing, I'm gonna want a Pepsi. But in most food, I want to have something to eat that I'm going to be tasting, that I'm going to be enjoying. And the sweetness over here, if you're, I don't think sweet and salt doesn't exist. It's absolutely something that's good in certain cases. But if I'm eating fucking fried chicken, one of my favorite meal ever, I'm going to want a Coca-Cola because the sweetness is going to counterbalance the fried chicken. Why am I loving fried chicken so much? Because of the spices. Why am I liking the spices so much? Because they're tasting good. Is it spice and sugar? No. So again, Coca-Cola and it's as a drink, I think Pepsi is more enjoyable. But again, we're absolutely looking for as an accompaniment, something to accompany, right? And at work, it's hard. Because I'm thinking about eating right now. I'm hungry, so I'm of course thinking about it. If if it was working or playing game, I would prefer Pepsi. No, I said Coca-Cola. I'm gonna go with Coca-Cola. Now as I was talking, you notice I was distracted. It wasn't a pretty girl. We were doing the capital sin. There's seven deadly sin. Well, nobody knows this. Ninth deadly sin is mixing Coca-Cola and Pepsi. Ambrosia. Wait, I talk about the seventh sin, the ninth sin. I didn't talk about the eighth sin. You guys don't know the eighth sin? It's not being subbed to this YouTube channel. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go repent.